Ever wonder what the absolute pinnacle of luxury looks like on someone's wrist? I'm not talking about your average expensive watch. We're talking about timepieces that cost more than a private jet. Well, today we're diving headfirst into that incredible world. Okay, just look at this number. $125 million. Let that sink in for a second. It's a staggering figure, right? You could build a company with that, maybe fund a space mission. But nope, that number has everything to do with watches. You heard that right. That massive number is the combined price tag for just 3 watches. That's it. 3. It's almost unbelievable, and it brings up one very, very simple question. What in the world makes a watch worth that much money? I mean, it's obviously not just about telling time. At this level, we're talking about a crazy mix of history, pure art, and just audacious rarity. So let's break it down. We're going to count down the top 3 most expensive watches ever made. All right, let's kick things off at number 3. And this one, well, it's less of a watch and more of a time capsule for your wrist. This is the Breguet Grande Complication Marie Antoinette. And yeah, with a name like that, you just know it's got a story. So what's the price on this piece of history? A cool $30 million. And to be clear, that's where we're starting this list. $30 million for one watch. That's not an accessory, that's a portable asset. Okay, so how on earth do you get to $30 million for a single timepiece? It's not just one thing, it's this incredible, rare combination of factors that just elevates it from being a watch to like a legitimate historical artifact. The value comes from this powerful trifecta. First up, its historical significance is, it's off the charts. We're talking a direct connection to French royalty, an object literally steeped in legend. Second, the mechanics inside. It's just insane craftsmanship, the absolute peak of 18th century innovation, like a tiny engine way ahead of its time. And finally, its rarity, it's absolute. It is one of a kind, period. And the backstory here is just wow. This watch was allegedly commissioned for Queen Marie Antoinette herself. Its creation was so ridiculously complex. It has a perpetual calendar, which is a mechanism that automatically adjusts for month length and leap years, that it took decades to finish. So long, in fact, that the Queen and even the original watchmaker never got to see the final piece. Its actual history you can hold in your hand. All right, let's climb the ladder to our number 2 spot. And we're not just jumping up in price, we're jumping into a whole different stratosphere of luxury. Meet the Graft Diamond's fascination. The name says it all, right? This thing is designed to fascinate, totally blurring the line between jewelry and, a watch. And the price takes a huge leap here, all the way to $40 million. Think about that. That's a $10 million jump from our number 3 spot. The increase alone costs more than most luxury mansions. This is a whole nother level of value. So what's behind that massive jump? Well, here it is all about the gems. You're essentially getting 2 breathtaking luxury items in one. The star of the show is a flawless 38-carat pear-shaped diamond that, get this, can be detached and worn as a ring. Oh, and the rest of the watch is then just casually covered in another 150 carats of brilliant white diamonds. And that really gets to the heart of what the fascination is all about. It's not a watch that's been decorated with diamonds. It's a masterpiece of jewelry that, almost as a side note, also happens to tell you the time. And now it's time for the top spot, the number 1 most expensive watch on planet Earth. From the very same master jewelers, Graff Diamonds, comes a piece so extravagant, its name is the only one that really fits, the hallucination. You might want to sit down for this one. The price for the most valuable timepiece ever created is $55 million. Just let that land for a second. $55 million. It's an absolutely mind-bending number that completely redefines the very ceiling of what luxury even means. Yeah, there's no debate here. This isn't just one of the most expensive. It holds the official title. It is, quite simply, in a class all by itself. So what pushes this watch to that number 1 spot? The answer is in the diamonds, but a very specific and much, much rarer kind. The hallucination is covered in over 110 carats of extremely rare colored diamonds. We're talking about an entire spectrum of natural, vibrant pinks, blues, and greens, which are exponentially more valuable than even the most perfect white diamonds. And that, right there, is the key difference that accounts for that $15 million price gap. While the fascination focuses on the singular perfection of one massive white diamond, the hallucination's value comes from the sheer rarity and diversity of its collection. Assembling a kaleidoscope of so many high-quality colored diamonds in one piece is a monumental feat, and it's what justifies that number one spot.
Okay, so let's do a quick recap of the final tally, just to see it all laid out.
And here we have it. At number one, the Graf Diamond's hallucination at a staggering $55 million. In second place, its sibling piece, the Fascination, at $40 million. And rounding out our top three, the historical masterpiece, the Breguet Marie Antoinette, at $30 million. Three watches with a combined value of $125 million. Which leaves us with one final thought to chew on. After seeing what makes these pieces so valuable, from royal history to collections of the world's rarest gems, you have to ask yourself, are these really just timepieces, or are they something else entirely? Mobile treasures, wearable art, whose value is defined precisely because they are so impossibly expensive.